Hello, everyone. Hope you had a nice day or nice evening, or you're having a nice evening. It's again a sunny day here, but it's getting cold and chilly. So, one of the things that probably most of you like to do when it's chilly and cozy out there and you don't have anything else to do, to sit down with a nice cup of tea or warm water, in my case today, and a nice movie or a nice book or whatever you want to research or learn or ponder on, and just be cozy. So I'll take that liberty and be cozy for a bit, and then I go out to my other appointments and things I need to take care of. So I thought I share with you a bit of the book of my Psyche and I, this one, which I'm sure many of you have picked it up in the form of an ebook or the paper book from the site mindthatseekstruth.com, where you can find a video of the seminars that is going to be available, or I've done, or opportunity to read the chapter of each one of the books that I've written, or see what the consultation packages are that you can have a one-on-one talk with me on Skype in regards to whatever issue that it is occupying your mind, and just see what's new in the site. And we're doing some interesting things with the site, which soon will be available, and I will make the announcement then. In the meantime, today we want to share a little bit of a thinking about why do we keep thinking about the past events, which I know that is one of the things that most people do, whether it's the relationship breakup that you keep thinking about, or whether it's some other unfavored event in the past, or a nasty event in the past, or a negative event in the past, or whatever kind of an event. But often it has happened in the past, and we occupy our mind by thinking about them. And we want to see why is that. We've discussed many of these reasons, the reasons for these sort of things, in the videos that you can find it on my YouTube channel. But this is another angle that together we're going to explore for a few minutes. Why do we keep thinking about the past events? One of the reasons that we constantly find ourselves in the field of our consciousness thinking about the past is that most of the time the subjects or the portions of the content of the consciousness that have occupied our thoughts are the bad events and memories. Therefore, as human beings are concerned about negative experiences and events and find them contrary to establishing security and certainty in their psyche, we think about all the negative scenarios residing in the consciousness of the past and want to erase them all. Which, of course, in my next video or next couple of videos that I've already prepared and will be released in a few days, there is one that talks about how to delete our memory. And that is an interesting topic, which was, to me, was very interesting, and I thought I shared with you, and I'm sure that you will enjoy it too. And here, all of our thoughts are for the purpose of erasing these events and or correcting them inside our heads. So they would have an illusory, but we do not think it's illusory, clean, good ending to the negative events. We are making a constant effort to clear, rectify, or correct the events, and are busy going over them in our heads in order to fix them. This is why we spend so much time in our memories of the past. We roam around and find one episode after another, attempting to fix them all, altering them to align with our preferred results and conclusions. If we would simply realize that we are attempting to repair, fix, correct, fade, or erase what is simply an illusion to begin with and does not exist, we may give up such efforts and wasted energies, or at least diminish the activity and eventually get rid of it entirely. It's true, constantly we are in our memory thinking about some negative event that happened in the past that is in our consciousness as we record everything all the time, 24 hours a day. And so we keep thinking about it. And why? Because we want to change it, change the origin of it to what we prefer it to have concluded as or ended. The way we like it that it would have been. So we're constantly busy in there, and we actually miss the life that is happening in front of us by constantly trying to fix something that actually is already dead and doesn't exist. So what the hell is it that we're doing? We're trying to fix something that is not even having a real existence. Human beings are constantly busy altering things to what they would prefer and feel more comfortable with. This includes non-existent events. While we think that by correcting something in our thoughts, we're actually changing the origin or the event at the time it happened. We need to realize that what we are trying to fix or concerned about does not exist and poses no danger to us. It is by default already erased from existence. And all we are doing is watching reruns of it and treating it as if it's still a reality. We are attempting to do whatever it is that we want to do to these events simply by thinking about them, not realizing that this just brings about all the negative effects of the incidents or thought back to us and annoys us further. We're trying to fix a scenario that no longer exists, a dead event, and has no reality to it anymore. This is no different than crying over the grave of someone who is no longer with us and expecting to find the person alive. That we can undo non-existence of the relative. So just as if we cry our eyes out at the grave of a loved one, regardless of how much we sit there, it cannot come back. Why is it that we think, if we keep thinking about a dead event in our head and going over and over of it and try to imagine it being different and fixing it and debating it and in there arguing it and saying what we didn't say then or what we wanted it to have been said then or how we wanted that person to react in reaction to what we have said or done? Why is it that we think by doing that we can change that? They're both really non-existence. So if we realize it, we know that we are best to focus on the present moment, on what is happening in our life, what it actually is alive, and we can change that, what it is alive and hasn't happened or is about to happen, or is it happening as we have an opportunity still before it's done and over to change its direction, to affect it, to influence it, to change it and mold it to the way we want it to end up to be. And by focusing on the present moment, we will save our energy, our time, our mood, and we try to create new things from the beginning and make it to be the way we like it to be, rather than trying to resurrect something that doesn't exist and waste our energy to make an illusory change in what, even if we accept the fact that we change it in our mind, but in fact it has no reality. So we really wasted our time by fooling ourselves. So let's don't do that. Let's focus on the moment and enjoy the moment and be with the actuality and be with the real flow of life and enjoy swimming in the river, not that is in front of us, not the water that is already gone and past. It's like swimming in the dry land. We won't get anywhere. So I hope you had your dosage of me today, if that is something to be said, and hope you will have a wonderful day or evening and be good to yourself and to the others and enjoy every moment of your life. Talk to you soon.